Hello guys, I hope everyone is doing well. So today I'm going to be showing you the MACD strategy. Then I'm going to show you the back testing that I did on it when I was just trying to figure out what works, what doesn't, and what parameters I should use and what symbols I should plug it off. Okay, so without wasting a lot of your time, let's just go into the strategy. So with the strategy, what you want to do is you want to start by establishing your trend. Okay, so for an uptrend, you want your MACD line and your signal line to be both above 0, and you want the MACD line to be above the signal line. So if you are using histograms, you just want green histograms and both lines above 0. Okay, so if I'm to do that, I can't start marking from here. I have to start marking from here, because when I'm here, I don't actually know that if this line is above or not. The signal line, I mean the orange one. So only when that bar closes it, I check the previous bar, will I know? So I'll have to start marking from here, right? So that one needs to be green for uptrend. These are just the colors that I use to tell myself, right? So this little region, in as much as it looks weak, I would actually consider it as a valid downtrend according to the rules that we set. So let's just try and follow on rules. So valid from there to there, because when you get to that bar, then we will know that, oh, this one actually changed. Actually wasn't what we wanted it to be, because we wanted it to be a downtrend. And this one is not a valid uptrend, because yes, they are green histograms, but both lines are below. So according to the rules that I'm setting, I wouldn't consider that region. And this region, I would consider it to be valid downtrend. So from here, so from the next, okay, so let's just use this for now. So here I'm using time 15 as my higher time frame. So after setting that, you go to your lower time frame. I just use 1 minute, but we can play around with the bot to just see what prefers. So now for your entries, you just need to mark your highs. The way you mark your highs, you just look at the green regions on your histograms. Here now you don't care whether the line is above or below, right? So for highs, you just consider the green regions. Then you mark the highest point there. Then if we are in a buy zone like we are now, as soon as that high is broken, you want to go long. Your stop loss, you just want it to be the previous low, in this case, which is this one. Then you can set your risk reward of 1 to 2. So if you, or 1 to 3, we're actually going to play around with the risk reward as well when you're playing with the bot, so that we can see what the bot likes. Okay, but for this specific trade, 1 to 2 would have won. 1 to 3, unfortunately, would have not won, would have missed by like a tiny bit. Where is 1 to 3? Just put that. 1 to 3 is somewhere there. So it would have missed by a couple of pips there. So 1 to 3 would have not won, right? So that's pretty much a buy, an example of a buy. Then for a sell, it's just something similar as well, right? So you are in the sell, you want to look at the previous one. Here, it unfortunately looks like we would have been stopped out. No strategy is perfect, losses are part of the game, so you would have put that one there and tried to take a sell, and then you would have stopped out. And here is another sell region, right? So if we just go ahead with what we've been saying, mark that, so you would have had an entry here. That one was broken. Top would have been here, and you would have targeted 1 to 3. Here it looks like you would have won. So that's pretty much the strategy in a nutshell. Okay, so some of the things that I'm going to be testing out when I'm optimizing, you see, like in this trade, we can see this is a very strong move down, right? So you may consider deciding on whether to keep entering more trades when you're already in a trade. For example, some trading opportunities that are rising throughout as you go. Some of them would have lost. For example, this one here, if you entered here, would have gotten stopped out even if the price still continued in your direction. And this one here, you may have entered it there and you would have charged some money. So this will just play around with it when we get to the bot. All right, so without wasting a lot of your time, let's get right into it. So This is the board. I just call it the MACD price action. Right, so we're going to just test all the symbols in our market watch. Our entry time frame is 1 minute. We're going to start from January to today. Okay. I'm going to be using a starting balance of 10K, right? And for my inputs, I can specify my risk reward. I'll make it 5. I'll make it 3, sorry, at the moment, but we're going to play around with it to see how it can affect our trades. Risk percent, yeah, so if you want to be conservative, you actually want to risk 1%. Here I'm just risking 5% just for fun, right? Otherwise I should be risking less if you want to be more conservative. 5% is actually being super aggressive. In high time frame, we're going to be using 15 minutes. And these are just the settings of your MACD. In max orders, so this is that point I was making earlier about whether to continue adding orders or just maintain one order. So if you just want to maintain one order, you just want to make that one. If you want to continue adding orders, you can just put the limit that you want to stop it. You obviously don't want to continue going. But well, just for fun purposes, let's just leave that at 5 and see which symbol will make us money. All right. All right. So we're looking for anything that will give us a balance higher than 10K. So that's what we started with. At the moment, looks like there's none. Oh, something is making us 44K. Who is that? USD JPY. Okay, that's expected. USD JPY can trend, eh? USD JPY can trend for days, and this strategy is it's very strong for symbols that can trend. So it's very much expected that USD JPY is doing this. And Audi USD coming with almost 20K. All right, so let's see. All right, so we have German 40. I didn't expect German 40 to do this well. But yeah, the Japan symbols, that's quite expected. USD JPY and AUD JPY. Okay, yeah, so what we're going to do, let's just run this chart separately on USD JPY so that we can see how the graph looks like. Okay, it's a very choppy graph, eh? Yeah, so when you're trading these, I'm sure you have so many heart attacks here. Because if you look here from like January all the way up to May, you weren't really making money. It was just ups and downs, and you even lost money all the way up to 6K. Then from like June, there was like a sharp increase, like this strategy was doing very well. Then we can see there you reached like almost 50K and you lost again. Yeah, so it looks like it's a fun strategy. All right, yeah, so we're just going to run a quick optimization on this USD JPY specifically. But this time we're playing around with risk reward, and we're playing around with our max orders. So we're just iterating from a risk reward of 2 all the way up to 5. And for max orders, we're just iterating from 1, sorry, all the way up to 5. All right, so let's just see if there's anything better than 50K that we saw there. Was it 50K? I don't remember. Let's see. It was actually 40K. Oh, sorry, it was giving us the maximum balance. That's why it was 50K. Oh, okay. It actually looks like there is even higher maximum balance. I'm seeing 66, 68. All right, so 76. What is going on here? All right. Yeah, so looking at this one, yeah, so it's actually telling us that if we go more aggressive on our risk reward, so if we go risk reward 5, max orders 5, we actually end up with more money. But red flag for me would be the drawdown, the 85% drawdown. That is way too high. Okay, yeah, maybe it will be good if we reduce the risks back to 1%. So that pretty much means dividing everything by 5. So this will be divided by 5 as well, so it will come down a bit. Yeah, something that will actually catch my eye here. It's actually this guy here. You know, the drawdown is super low, only 16%, and he is making profit of 58K. That is good. I have to see this. Okay, so it says risk reward of 2 and max orders of 2. Yeah, you see, two kind of works. We even saw with that one trade that we took, 2 eating our money quickly and going home. Wow, that looks amazing. Okay, yeah, so I actually like this graph because you can see, even if you had to like put a line of best fit, there is some clear uptrend, you know, like there's a clear money being made, rather than the other one. It was very choppy, you know, it would go down, then shoot up, you know. But anyway, let's just see at the statistics. Okay, so maximum balance drawdown, it's only 15%. Then equity drawdown, 16%. Is really good. We have a profit factor of 1.2. This looks good. A healthy Sharp ratio. Win rate is quite good at 37%. All right. Yeah, this looks really great, hey? And if we can look to just see days wise, it looks like um, Wednesday is the only day that the strategy was overall not making money. And months wise, yeah, we were making money on most of the months, except January and Feb. There weren't many entries. Yeah, I don't know what would be behind this. Okay, probably if you just try to read up to see what was happening in those months, maybe you notice that yeah, there was stuff going on. Even if you look at the entries in Feb, there was very few entries, eh? Feb and Jan, yeah. So it's like it only woke up in these months, and the months that it woke up, you were pretty much making money with the strategy. Yeah, no, that's a really good thing. Yeah, then here time wise, it also shows us how the strategy performs time wise. We can see, yeah, so gold or yellow, whatever this color is, represents Asia and Europe. So yeah, that's where you have yeah, your Europe session, then your US session. So we can see we're pretty much making money in all the sessions, except very late in the US session. Yeah, so maybe when I'm now running this board, I probably need to turn it off maybe after 5 or something like that, because there is some trades being won at 9 o'clock, but I don't think it will be worth all these losses going on there. Okay, yeah, so that's what's happening with USD JPY. All right, yeah, so we're just going to try to change time frames to just see how it will perform at higher time frames. See if it's better or worse. Then we'll also pick something to try and compare with the risk reward and stuff. Okay, so we're just going to bring that back to 3 and make that 5. Yeah, so now our high time frame is 1 hour. Our low time frame is 15 minutes, so that's where we are making our entries. And we pretty much want to optimize everything. By everything, sorry, I mean all the symbols in our market watch to just see how who is making us money and who is not making us money. Right, we have a 26k, 30k, 8. So it seems like at high time frames we actually have more winners than at low time frames. At the low time frames we didn't have that many winners. Here we already have I mean we can say starting from like 18k, these are worthy candidates to really consider. Oh, the top one is actually USD JPY again. Looks like USD JPY really like this strategy, eh? And we have a 49k. Okay, yeah, so here what I'm seeing is yeah, the yen currencies, they really love this. Yeah, so here the one that's actually topping the list is Euro JPY. With yeah, no, that's some decent. But when I'm trading these, I'll probably not trade both. Right. So let's see how the USD. It's a worthy candidate, but I don't like that. The drawdown is super high, and yeah, for me, it's very important that I maintain my risk. I was actually expecting the indices to be at the top of the list. What's happening? Your US 30. Yeah, US 30 is down here, and she's losing money quite badly. And your Nasdaq, where is Nasdaq? What's Nasdaq doing? I was really expecting those guys to be at the top of the charts, but well, I don't even see Nasdaq. Oh, there she is. She's also losing money. Okay, yeah, so this strategy it's only these guys that like them. Okay, so let's just see for interest sake how your euro JPY is doing. So another thing, right? There could be another symbol that's down here, but because of my max orders and my risk reward, maybe I'm using the wrong one, so they're not coming up. So what I may need to do maybe is to just, because unfortunately when you're testing all symbols, you can't also make it iterate days. I'll have to like manually change these and optimize everything. See if there's anybody. Okay, so yeah, this graph actually looks nice, eh? It looks nice. Yeah, there's some heavy beating there going on. Then there's some consistent wins, then some win lose, win lose, win lose, win. Yeah, no. Yeah, I really like this strategy for this current that we have here. So like we did before, let's just run another optimization where we just see what's the best risk reward and how many orders we can keep putting. So the previous one was what? Let's just check. We are trying to beat. So we're trying to beat 50k. We can call it 50k. The total net profit was 40. Yeah, so we're trying to beat a balance of 50k. Right. So let's see how we are doing so far. Better. Yeah, I think risk reward of 2 is a really good thing. Risk reward of 4. Yeah, risk reward of 4 actually seems better because it just beats the 50k mark we're looking for. Oh, actually it didn't. Okay. What did we see here? So net profit was 40k. Yeah, okay. This is the one that we did before, was it? No, it wasn't this one. I think the one we so the one we did was 3 and 5. Where is it? We need to see it. Oh, 3 and 5, there it is. Okay, so there's only one beating 3 and 5, which is this one, and it's not by much as well. And considering that the drawdown is increasing, I'll probably stick to 3 and 5. Yeah, so here 3 and 5 was actually the better one to go with. Yeah, it looks like, yeah, for this one, continuing to add trades is actually a good thing. And yeah, all right, so this is all I had for you guys. Thank you very much for watching.